Back to Liquid Lunch. We got Donna Messer here joining us. Canada's networking guru. It says it right on this magazine cover.
Yes.
Right, Donna?
Absolutely. And if it says it, it must be true.
I know. And not only that, but you invented chip dip.
That's right. That's right. Did you know that I did that, Hugh?
Well, I did know. You told me that story before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Does everybody know that they too can get what I did by following a systematic process?
Well, see, that's what we want to find out today, because in the old days, it was easy to
That's
invent
right.
chip dip. Now it's much harder to invent chip dip.
Right. Well, I'm not going to reinvent chip dip, but what I really am here for, Hugh, is I believe that people need a second chance. And that the second chance could be, someone who's been downsized from A and want to become B. And in order for them to do that, they've got to have somebody who's a role model. They've got to have someone who's already been there that's willing to say, okay, this worked and this didn't work. Mm-hmm. So really what I'd love to talk to you about today is how do I find out from people what they need, and then how do we make that connection? Yes, it's called networking. It's called building bridges. It's relationships. But really what it is a systematic process that will give you measurable results. If you want something and you find the right person, that person can make magic happen. I did go from very little to quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And I did it not knowing anything other than I needed to find experts who would help me get where I needed to go. So there you go.
So how did you do that? So this was before chip dip?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the breakthrough moment, or what did you do? Because that was the beginning, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes.
of this systematic approach that you're talking about.
Well, I think it was the beginning, except that I've done it for many, many, many years. If I can go back in time, and I don't know whether this is a repetition or not, I was in Niagara-on-the-Lake. I was young, enthusiastic, and I had 2 little kiddies. I wanted to get those kids into a daycare. There was no daycare. Mm-hmm. So using a systematic process of who do I know, how can we raise awareness, and what can we use for leverage, we got a cooperative daycare. I sat around a bar in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and we talked about the fact that Niagara-on-the-Lake was dying, and a bunch of us said, well, why don't we come up with something that will bring the people back to Niagara-on-the-Lake? Mm-hmm. And over many glasses of wine, the Shaw Festival was born. So is that a systematic process? Yes, it is. Okay, so I don't know.
So how much wine do you need to
a lot of
properly?
wine, and it's a systematic process. You need to, that's how the wineries came to be too.
Yeah.
That's fabulous.
It's a romantic story, but it's all hard work, and it's honest to God. It's being at the right place at the right time with the right set of circumstances. Now, if I can say, you're doing something called ThatChannel. How many people can utilize what you do and get where they want to go? You.
Many, many people can do that.
How do they know that they can, in fact, find out who you are and what you're all about?
How do they know?
Yes. I tell them.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing.
And
Through
what
people
I'm
like you.
suggesting is, that's right. It's all about building the resources. It's Sue Rickett, who just came in here. She's here because I said Rotary Club is looking for something. Mm-hmm. Here's an opportunity for you to take advantage of the visibility that ThatChannel offers. Now, I'm not trying to flatter. I'm trying to say that you're offering other people a second chance to get where they want to go.
Exactly.
And what do you mean a second chance?
Well, from my perspective, a second chance is I've already done something once.
Yeah.
Maybe I was successful, maybe I wasn't, but I'm ready to reinvent.
Right.
And if I'm ready to reinvent, that's my second chance.
Okay. And sometimes maybe people are going to need a third and a fourth chance.
Absolutely.
Because that's in the old days, you got a job and you kept it until you retired, and that was it.
Yeah, you
But
got
now,
the gold watch. Yeah.
Everybody has to. You can't abandon responsibility for your life like that anymore. Yeah. We have to be responsible.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that I think makes a difference with me. I hold people responsible. Mm-hmm. I don't just give. Mm-hmm. I'm very benevolent, but you better tell me that what I gave you, you followed up with, and there is a measurable result.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what most people need, is someone to keep them accountable. Most
Yeah.
people don't succeed because they're not held accountable,
Yeah.
and they don't hold themselves, right?
You're,
So I
you're
think that's
absolutely right.
fabulous.
But you know, I was held accountable by a school principal, strangely enough, and he said, you should not make these kids accountable. You should give to these children because it's their right. This was not your school principal today, by the way. But he felt that as an adult, I should just give. I feel as an adult, setting an example for youth, that they have to be held accountable. And so I think that the people that I work with know that they're going to have to give in order to get. And their second chance might be in the fact that they have a talent that they didn't utilize in their first instance. I'm going to use an example.
Splendid
See
idea.
this?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know whether you can see this or
Let's,
not.
I'll hold that up to the
Okay.
camera.
So this is a card that has a QR code on it.
That's this
Now,
thing right here.
That's right. That QR code, if you were to shoot it with an iPhone,
Yeah.
it takes you to ThatChannel and an interview I did with you, just a brief clip of it. But what it does is it raises awareness for that channel, it raises awareness for what I'm saying in the video, and it raises awareness for the people who were at the Leads, Needs, and Good Deeds that you went to, and we're saying we're going to have another one. Come on out. That's an opportunity for all those people that didn't maximize their time to come back and do it again. How many people who went to the Leads, Needs, and Good Deeds or the New Entrepreneur have been on your show?
I don't know the exact number, Donna, but a fair number of them.
Yeah, and they're all happy. They're all happy that they had the opportunity to talk about who they are and where they want to go. If you think about Neeraj Jain with the straw walls,
Right.
what a fabulous interview.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. And I coached him through because he said, I'm an engineer, I'm going to be scared.
See, I didn't even know. He just came across like such a natural.
Exactly.
No, I coached him. And he is a natural, but he wasn't sure exactly how he could come across in an interview.
Yeah.
Because he said he thought he would be boring. He wasn't.
No.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about those walls.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to go north and see some of those walls being built way up north. We'd like to do a shoot up there. And
Yeah.
I don't mean bang bang, I mean an actual
Yeah.
film.
Right.
Oh.
Where?
They're going up to a place called Red Rock.
Red Rock.
Good one.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
north of Thunder Bay. Want to
Is
go?
it? Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to. I've never been north of Superior. Can you believe that, Donna?
No, I cannot.
I
do-
can't even either.
No,
But I know Fred Flintstone used to drive a bus from Bedrock to Red Rock.
that's right.
Remember?
I do.
And then he needed glasses, so they ground a windshield to his prescription.
You have a great memory. Really,
Yeah.
very interesting. Now, are you still a fanatic when it comes to cartoons and what they bring to you?
You know, it's funny you should mention that, Donna, because just last night I was with my band and we were just talking about all the old cartoons we used to always like to watch.
What was your favorite?
Well, you know, we didn't get around to the Flintstones till the end, but I really loved the Flintstones.
I kind of did
Of
too.
course, it's too socialist now, so they can't show it anymore. But
What?
and Johnny Quest. Remember Johnny Quest?
Oh yes, that was fabulous.
I thought Johnny Quest should have got it. Somehow they had trouble scheduling it. Again, too many positive social values. They had to take it off the air. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay, we have second chances. We could bring them all back.
Yeah, well, you can get them on the internet now.
Yeah, maybe we should show something like that at some time and use them as role models.
Yeah,
So, do you want to know what I'm doing in the next month?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to be everywhere. The beginning of September, I'm going on a boat cruise. Not a big one, but a little one, and it's for the Durham Home and Small Business Association. And there's going to be a couple of hundred people that are getting on a little boat. Boat is out of Lake Scugog, owned by a woman called Betty Penny, and we're going to network.
Man, that sounds like fun.
Fabulous.
You know, I've
Yeah.
never been to Lake Scugog either.
Do you want to come?
Yes.
Pack
Come
your
as my
bags.
guest.
Okay.
All right, so you're coming as my guest.
All
We're
right.
going to shoot it. And again, we're not.
Yeah,
We're
with
going to
cameras.
film it, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to put a little bit of it together. So you are coming as my guest.
That's fantastic.
Okay, so then we're going to do a whole bunch of other things. Ajax Pickering Chamber of Commerce, they've asked me to come and network their members. So we're going to do that. Then I'm going to do Company of Women, which is run by Ann Day, and I think Ann Day has been on your show in the past. So I'm the speaker for networking on the 20th of September. We're doing something for executives in transition through Felix Global. What else are we doing? We're doing a Rogers video, and it's at the Living Arts Center, and it's for a group called Happen. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got our Leads, Needs, and Good Deeds. So September is a hugely busy month. And what we found is that everyone kind of took the summer off. You know, we're just going to go and have fun. But now what we want is we want to get back into the work, if we will, of networking to get work. So what I say is the difference between networking and not working is the E, and the E is effort. And if you don't have the effort and you don't come out to these events, how the heck is it going to work?
Right.
So I think the reason I'm here is that I meet people at every event I go to. I listen very carefully to what they're all about. And then I process it and I say, you know, if you really want that second chance, if you want to get that business growing, you've got to have visibility. And if you're going to have visibility, one of the ways is to use, I keep saying it, ThatChannel.
Yeah.
But it's not just ThatChannel. It's a video, it's an audio, and it's in print. I'm now writing for at least a dozen magazines. I'm always looking for great articles. If I pitch a publisher, they like the story, you're in it. That's a good thing. I have Blog Talk Radio. If you want to be interviewed, you use Blog Talk Radio, and you get an audio that you can load. And you've got ThatChannel, which gives you video you can use.
Yeah.
I mean,
You got to
And
think
so-
differently now. It's
so-
different than when you invented chip dip.
exactly. Social media today, and you know what happens? People go, oh no, not me, not Facebook. I don't want to be on it. Oh no, not me, not LinkedIn. Oh no, not Twitter. And the people who are saying the oh no's are people who don't understand that you can choose how you use all of your social media.
Yeah.
And if you choose it properly, it really is working for you. So I talked to the Rotary. I'm a Rotarian, so I said, you know, let's use Facebook. Let's use all this. Oh, no, it's not for us.
Okay, Donna, I have a question. Sounds like you're very busy. You're doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like some people might find your success a little bit intimidating. How can like the average person, the average entrepreneur reach you, and so you can both benefit?
Well,
from your-
truthfully, if you phone me, you get me. If you send me an email, I respond. I will give you as much as I can in a half an hour. If you want more, then you've got to look at the fact that in order for me to make a living, I have to charge.
Right.
And am I a role model? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I rich and famous? No. I'm just a person. I'm no different than you are. The only difference between me and someone else is I've got confidence in who I am and what I can do. I will not say I can do something if I can't.
Right.
But normally what will happen is I know that I will know someone that will help me to get where I need to go. So I don't need to know everything. I just
Right.
need to know people.
Right. So what is the biggest factors for success for the average entrepreneur?
I think the biggest factor for success, the first one, is to be able to say it's all about we, not me. I get really ticked off about the person who comes to me and does nothing but talk about him or herself. They don't ask me about myself. They don't ask me who I am. All they do is talk about what they want. And that's not the way you build. You want to build on who you are. You want to find out where your common ground is, and then you want. So, for instance, tell me about yourself.
Oh my goodness, I don't know where to start.
Well, start with, what do you like to do when you're not working?
When I'm not working, I love to do all kinds of things. I love to dance. I love to travel.
You love
I'm
to
creative.
travel. If you like to travel, would you like to travel on someone else's money?
Oh, sure. Anytime.
All right, I can show you how to travel on someone else's money. Does that interest you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
love
you
to.
know how you do it? Through Rotary Club. You're going to take my card. I am going to walk you through what's called a group study exchange, a GSE. You can go to any country in the world that Rotary is sending people to,
Right.
and you can go for free. You have to have a month, and the only money that it will cost you is the gifts you give your host family. Do you like that idea?
Oh, that's great.
All right, so that would be really good. Now, you could maybe do something with that channel, and you could show what Canada is doing, and what country do you want to go to?
Right now, I'm aiming for the United Arab UAE.
Okay, so you want to go to the UAE. I will find someone that I will connect you to, and it will happen.
All right.
Cool,
That's
huh?
great.
Another That Channel miracle thanks to Donna Messer.
It's not a miracle. It's learning about someone and then finding a way to connect. Now, is it going to happen overnight? No, but it will happen, and it will happen because there's a systematic process. Okay, how about you, Hugh?
What's your dream?
What?
Yeah.
Where do we begin?
Yeah, so if I wanted to know where we had common ground,
Yeah.
you said your band. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not a musician, but what's your band?
It's called Bent Fender.
Really? Bent
not sure.
Fender? You
Is
don't
that a
know?
new
Fend
name?
Bender. We
Is
were
that
having
your
a
new
problem with the names.
Okay,
There
okay.
was a new name last night.
Okay, so what kind of a band is it?
It's like a fabulous classic rock band, but all original, fabulous tunes.
How do I find out about it? Okay.
You watch Liquid Lunch, every once in a while it comes up.
Well, I don't know that. So
No.
do you do anything with Moonshine Cafe?
No,
Do you know John Marlette?
no.
You need to know him. Write it down.
I am writing it down.
John
Moonshine
Marlette,
Cafe.
yep. And he has, he's very, very well connected, and we'd love to have your band come and play for us.
Where is it?
It's in Oakville. Have you ever heard of it?
Oakville?
Yes.
I've heard of it.
Okay, it's on Kerr Street, and we'd love to have you.
There's an exit right off the QEW
That's right.
to Kerr Street.
It's worth the drive to Kerr Street.
Okay.
And you're going to come into Kerr Village, and if you come, I will introduce you to John Marlette, and he will, I think he will amaze you with what he can do for you.
That's fabulous.
Cool, huh?
That's great.
Yeah.
Now,
There you go.
did I do anything? No. Did it cost me anything? No. Are both of you wanting to follow up?
Yes. That's true.
Good
Hey.
point.
This is how you get your second chances. Now, each of you are going to say at some time, you know what? What she taught me worked. I'm going to see if I can't put what she said into motion so that you can have reciprocity. And who knows? You might say to me, well, you know, I know someone, blah, blah, blah. So that's how I grow my business.
You know what it sounds like, Donna? And it's just, you know, the synchronicities always astound me. But it sounds like really all you're doing is just you're engaging with people.
Absolutely.
You're helping where you can,
Yeah,
right? And this is
absolutely.
like that remark that Jack Layton made
Yeah.
to me when I helped him change his flat tire.
It's changing.
You know, people just helping people.
Do you know about the random act of kindness that's happening in the fall all across the country?
No.
Okay, well, it's happening, and it's happening because what we are hearing is that philanthropy isn't as rampant as it was. People just don't have the money to donate.
Exactly.
So what people are doing, and there's a man called Randy Bailey, Rusty Bailey, and he is out of Oakville, and he's doing this as a random act of kindness. So everyone in Oakville is going to be involved, and they're going to be doing things not for anybody to pay, but to just recognize that this is something that we could do. So you're in the lineup for Tim Hortons, and you pay for the coffee for the guy behind you. You know, you actually don't run the light and you let somebody go across the road. I mean, nice little things like that. The people
Yeah.
will go, hey, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't do those things very often. So, you know, random act of kindness. Do I do that? I help people all the time. And I never, ever, ever say that'll cost you.
Right. That's great because you know the more people do that, the better everybody feels, and it just elevates the consciousness, and you know people start paying that forward when they see that. So
That's
it's great
it.
that
Pay
you
it
do
forward.
that. And
Absolutely. So I am very sincere in what I gave to both of you. Follow up. We'll measure the results. It will give you a second chance at something.
That's fantastic, Donna.
Cool, huh?
Yeah. So,
Fabulous. And we're going to have lunch today.
yes,
a
we are.
real lunch.
We better wrap the show up so we can go have some real
I
lunch.
think that sounds good. Yeah.
So, but let's give people final information.
Yeah.
Connecting. How can people connect
Right.
to you? And
Okay, if they want to connect with me, there are two ways. First of all, my website is connectuscanada.com, and if you go to Connect Us Canada, it says contact, it'll get to me. Watch my video called Second Chance. It's on. I'm hoping you're going to get a little piece of it.
yeah, we're gonna watch it.
If you want to phone me, it's 905-337-9578. I do answer my calls, and I return every single one of them.
Boy, that's even better than Rob Ford.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
Well, apparently he returns all his calls too.
I don't know. I've not met him. I'll have to call him and
Maybe
see.
we should all call him.
Why don't we all call and see
That's
if
a
Rob
great idea.
returns? Yeah. Hi, Rob. I understand you return all your calls. Cool. We'll see. So that's it. That's who I am. I think that a lot of people will benefit from hearing what I do and then saying, okay, how can I take what I do and utilize what you've done in order to make it work? You know, think about it. I've done a lot of really successful things, and I've never, ever done it on my own. I'm an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurship is about knowing who you know, how to use them without abuse.
Okay,
Right.
fabulous.
Cool. Thank you very
Donna.
much. Yep, it's
Thanks
great.
for doing this.
Thank you.
And we've got the video.
It's called
In-
Second Chance. I understand it might not come up the way it's supposed to, but
something's going to happen.
it was done by Global Television. It's gone across Canada. It's gone across North America. And it's really the story of how I went from nothing to $1 million in just over a year. So it's a good
That's
story.
fabulous. Let's all do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
that's
can't do it today. You got.
can't?
It's going to take you longer.
Okay. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Donna. And that's it for Liquid Lunch. Thank you for coming in, Vanessa, and filling in
You're
as
great,
Marla
My pleasure.
Really good.
left the building. So we'll just say bye, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Liquid Lunch right here on ThatChannel.com.
Second Chance, a video that was done a couple of years ago. And it was the story of me going from where I was to where I'm going to be. I believe that everybody needs a second chance, and this video will tell you everyone has a skill, a transferable skill. And if it's your time and it's right for you, all you have to do is to say, hey, where can I go? What can I do? I need to know who you are, what you need, what you're willing to share. And if I can help you, all you have to do is call. Second chances are not just for anyone, they're for everyone. This video is about how I took a little company from an idea to over $1 million in sales. Was it because of me? No. It was because of who I knew, what they knew, and how I could use that knowledge. I used the RISE philosophy: build rapport, exchange information, find solutions, and do it ethically. I used W3, who am I? What do I need? What am I willing to share? And I recognized that you need a good banker, a good lawyer, a good accountant, and a team that you could count on. So, if you want a second chance, call me. I can help you. Not only can I help you find that second chance, I can help you recognize those skills that you're taking for granted. Everyone needs a second chance. This is your opportunity. Thank you very much for watching this video, and call me. You'll be surprised at how talented you are.